This is for you guys that are thinking of getting into motorcycling. I'm going to give you some advice, okay? If you're going to start out motorcycling, you're going to want to get a beginner bike. I would not recommend starting out on some crazy hauling ass bike. It is not good. I mean, it'll take you a while to get into it and get used to it. And you may, yeet yourself into a something. You don't want to do that. So what I would say, get yourself something and get yourself something used, okay? How did I start out? Well, I started out 4 years ago on a Ninja 400. Got it used. Spent $3,200 on it for a 2018. So many interruptions. Let's get this thing going. So as I was saying, I started out 4 years ago, February 2021, I got a Ninja 400. Now I hadn't ridden motorcycles now, alright, let's start this out. I'm in my 50s, okay? Right now I'm in my late 50s. When I got the bike, I was in my mid 50s. Didn't ride, hadn't had a bike, none of that. Decided, during COVID that they're gonna shut us down, then I'm gonna find some way to have some fun or whatever. So, and a motorcycle is great for that because you're just out here on your own, not surrounded by people, depending on where you're at, not surrounded by people. 3 years on that, riding on these roads, just learning how to ride. Never went to a school. I went to a parking lot, did what I had to do to pass the test to get my endorsement, my motorcycle endorsement, pass it with flying colors. But what I'm saying to you is, don't go out and get like a brand new, out of the dealership, Ninja 500 or whatever. If you're looking for like a more sporty type of ride, yeah, get a Ninja. And you can get Ninja 400s all day for like $3,500, $3,000 or whatever. They stopped making them. So the ones that are out there are the only ones that are going to exist anymore. And the Ninja 400 is an incredible bike for a beginner bike. It really is. I mean, like, if you want to learn how to go to a track, get a Ninja 400. You can do things to it to increase the horsepower, get it up over 50 horsepower. And that bike don't weigh nothing. That's an awesome little bike if you're like into the sport bike type of thing. You're not bent over like you would be on a ZX6 or like a whatever, a Gixxer 750, Yamaha R. Well, now the R7 is different, so they're completely changing the way motorcycles are. You don't want to spend more than $3,500 on a beginner bike because it's not a bike that's going to be a long-term bike. It's going to be a bike that you can learn on, that you can get used to, that you can get out on the roads and ride on. Get used to all the stuff you got to do to stay alive out here. Because that's what's most important, staying alive out here and having fun. That's number two. Number one, stay alive. Number two, have fun. At some point, whether it's a year, 2 years, for me it was 3 years because I just didn't have the money to step up at the time, so I just kept riding the hell out of the Ninja 400. Finally, I got the money to step up. This bike and any other type of naked sport bike, for me, as an older guy, I'm like, yeah, perfect. I don't want to be bent over the damn bike. I just don't want that. Would I love to do 180 miles an hour? Sure, who wouldn't love to do 180 miles an hour? But as you can see where I'm at, 180 miles an hour is... There's not a lot of places where you're going to be able to do 180 miles an hour. However, there are a ton of places where you can get nuts, and I mean nutty, on these roads with all these twisties, because everything around me is twisties, and I mean everything. You're kind of hard pressed to find a spot where the road doesn't look like this. It's freaking amazing, especially this time of year. What I found in my price range, and after doing some research and watching different channels and what guys were talking about, I'm going to do a shout out right now to a channel that I watch called Yami Noob. He is, when it comes to the Daytona, when it comes to Triumph, okay, he had more than once a Triumph Daytona 675. which is an amazing bike for the track. Great bike for the track. If you're to go from a 400, and once again, they don't make the 675, not like they used to anymore. But the variant they make is this. This is the Triumph Street Triple. It's a 2014 675R. This is basically a naked Daytona. Same frame, same basic setup, a little different on some things, but the same basic type of setup. Oh, and it is just an absolute dream in the corners. You're going to want to find something like this. And I'm pointing to this bike specifically. Now, he said the best thing you can do, coming up an Ninja 400, get yourself a Street Triple. And you will be completely happy. Well, I looked on Facebook and I found a Street Triple. I found this one for $5 grand. 5,000 bucks. This thing had 5,900 miles on it. Just about to come up to a 6,000 mile service. 5,900 miles, $5,000. Because I was thinking, you know, man, maybe I should get like an Aprilia RS660, or maybe I get the Aprilia 660 Tuono, something good like that. Thank you for not killing me. And try to stay off those yellow lines. When I start talking and getting a little loose, I start ending up on the yellow line. You don't want to do that. That's not good. I'm telling you about this bike right now because they discontinued this bike. They bumped it up 100 cc's, give or take. It's now 90 cc's. They no longer sell the 675R. Now it is the 765R, RX, whatever the hell they're calling it, RS. Those bikes will cost you anywhere from $10,000 to $13,000, depending on what you want to get. $14,000 even. Do you want to spend that much on a bike? I, on the other hand, was like, I don't have that kind of money. Enter the 675R. As I was saying, they discontinued this. They set it up to 765, which means right now, and I'm going to tell you this, going forward, these bikes are only going to go up in value. They just are. If you find low mileage versions of this for $5,000, get it. I've seen them for like bikes that got like 12,000 miles on it going for less than $5,000. Get that bike. Get that bike. Unless you want to do adventure, you want to do sport touring, stuff like that. You want to get into that type of riding, not the best bike for you. You want to run out there and you want to start chasing around the frickin', you know, the rice burners, the crotch rockets. You want to chase them around, not the right bike for you. If you're thinking, yeah, I get an MT-07. This is comparable to an MT-07, but the MT-07 is it's a little twitchy. It's a hooligan bike for sure. Doing wheelies, doing all that crap, but not the handling that this thing has. This thing is, oh man. I'm telling you, this thing is, woo, this is a bike. This is a hell of a bike. Okay, this guy, this might open up for us here. This might open up for us here. Yeah, it's opening up. Let's do it. With other people around here, and they go for a ride with me, and they are like kind of actually a little shocked at how much of a little beast this bike truly is. And I'm telling you, she's a little beast, man. She can be an angry little she can be an angry little bitch sometimes. Oh yeah, quick, just deceptively quick. Top end on this is reportedly 145 miles an hour. I haven't gotten it, I've most likely gotten it up to is 128, because there ain't really a good spot around here where I can truly open her up and get a good long stretch to get it to top speed. Oh, ambulance. Ah, hell. That's alright, we got this. And around we go. That little bump kind of threw me off right there. That's the other thing about this bike. You can actually kind of recover quick out of something. If you're in a corner and you're not feeling it and it ain't going right, watch. So I'm going in like this. I'm like, oh, I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it. I just let off and it'll just stay. No problem. I gotta try and avoid. Sometimes I see cops up here, so I gotta be a little careful. Oh, that didn't really downshift. Sometimes this thing will miss a shift. It just will. That's another downside to it, but doesn't happen that often. There we go. Like going in the corners, I don't really have to touch the brakes all that much because damn engine braking is so good on this thing. As you can see, there's some vibrations because all the trucks have like really wore out the middle of the road. We don't like them patches. Okay, miss them, miss that. Over here and over here. Yep. On this series came with a factory quick shifter. Oh, that's right, this one goes a little longer. I don't get out here to ride this one that much, so I kind of remember the turns and stuff, but I don't really remember the turns and stuff. I'm going to think that most of the people that watch this, which may be a few, may not be, could be a lot, who the hell knows, you never know with the algorithm. You're not going to have roads like this to ride this thing on. Most of you won't. But if you got anything even close to this, my God, you got to get one of these. And we go in and we like it. 20 down here, right this little bit right here. Also, I'm going to guess that most of you that have twisties, your twisties aren't going up and down mountains. Going up and down mountains is a thing in itself. That's another skill. So there's my advice, man. As you can see, this is a beast. It's a hidden little gem. Like, I can keep up with a lot of bikes that are a hell of a lot faster on roads like this. I keep up no problem. the torque in the lower end when you're climbing out of a turn. Oh my God, it's awesome. What's up? Always pay respect to the other riders, bro. They're out here risking it too, so that's what I do. I get out here, I ride on these roads, constantly practicing, constantly riding. It is the greatest thing in my life right now. It really is, because this keeps me sane, and in the end, that's what matters. Keeping your damn sanity, because as we can see, the world is truly spinning out, and that's okay. Let them crash. Let the crash out happen. I'll just be out here riding. So until I catch you in the next one, which hopefully now I'll start making more of these. I got a lot of riding left to do. I'll try and crank out some other videos on subjects I have no idea what the hell I'm going to talk about. It's a balancing act between thinking of stuff to talk about, talking, and paying attention enough to ride these roads without going flying off that side of a mountain. So there you go. That's the video for today. You're gonna be a beginner, do it. You're gonna do it, get a used bike. When you get done with that bike, step up to one of these, man. Oh my God, these are the greatest, and you can get them for a song right now. Don't sleep on these. Get yourself one. These things are great. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Talk much when it's time to get serious. 45, huh? Doubt it. Huh? Doubt it. We are almost out of this part now. A little bit more. Well, actually that much more. You have to excuse me for the excessive speed, but I'm trying to dry my ass out, man. I got wet. And this is where it's going to end. Not too much further. Get to pass by this magnificent barn. That's a barn. Look at that sumbitch, huh? Check that house out. Pretty cool. Okay. Old Victorian with a gigantic barn. Twice the size of the house.